Hey, welcome to the video. Now, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for quite a long time. And honestly, I think it's something the health and fitness industry needs to level up with and take a proper look at, because I genuinely believe that one of the biggest problems in fitness right now is how much we put people into certain boxes, into certain lanes. And you see it everywhere. And I hate it. So if you're a runner, all you do is run. If you like yoga, that becomes your thing. You become a yogi. If you lift weights, then you think cardio is suddenly a complete waste of time. And listen, I do get it to a certain element, because that can kind of be an identity and it can be motivating in the short term and it gives people something to latch onto. It gives a sense of belonging. Okay, I get that. But long term, it completely misses the point of what health and fitness is actually all about, because health isn't one thing. It shouldn't be cornered off into one area. It's not just lifting weights. It's not just doing cardio. It's not just flexibility or aesthetics. Health is a number of different things. It's strength, it's fitness, it's mobility, it's energy, it's confidence, and it's being able to enjoy your life without everything feeling like a constant trade-off. And that's the bit that gets lost with most people. Somewhere along the way, fitness stopped being about capability and it started being about identity. And identity can be powerful, but it can also be really limiting as well. So we've got to get the balance right with identity. So I'll use myself as an example, okay? Now, I love lifting weights, always have, always will. That's my foundation, it's my anchor. I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life, pretty much, I think. But I also swim sometimes, I cycle now and again, I run even though I don't really like it, because I know it's good for me. And I even do bits of like yoga and Pilates on top of that, just because I know my body genuinely feels better for it, not because it's trendy, okay? I'm not trying to say, look at what I do, what I'm trying to get at here. And that's the part I wish more people gave themselves permission to do, because when you put yourself into one of those boxes and you stop exploring different avenues of fitness, you stop adapting, you stop doing the things that might actually make your life better, just because they don't fit the label that you've given yourself or the group around you has given you. And it doesn't stop there, really. We also start judging other people, and this is the thing I really hate about it. So runners judge lifters, lifters judge runners. People dismiss classes, swimming, walking, Zumba, Pilates, as if they don't count because it's not what they believe you should be doing. And that is a big issue in the fitness space. And all that does is make the whole fitness realm far more intimidating than it actually needs to be, especially for people who are already nervous about starting up it, going to a gym, doing a class, or people who just are trying to stay consistent with a busy life. You know, it makes them feel inadequate, and that shouldn't be the case. Movement should make you feel like you're improving your life, not restricting your life. And I honestly believe people would stick to exercise far longer if they stopped asking what's optimal and started asking themselves what's actually going to fit my life right now and for the foreseeable future. Because movement, like I said, should really add to your life. It's fantastic, it's an amazing thing, and it should really enhance your life in many different ways. And this is the part that really matters to me as a coach. See, most people don't actually want the 8-week shred. I hate that kind of stuff. The 8-week shred, you feel miserable. Yes, you might have abs, but it's not sustainable. They don't want to suffer for months, do you really? You don't want to feel miserable. You don't want to spend the next few months undoing it because you're binge eating after, because you restricted yourself so much. What people generally want is much simpler. They want to play with the kids without being absolutely knackered and blowing out of your ass. You want to go for a hike with your mates and actually enjoy the view. You want to go out for a pizza and chips and maybe get pissed now and again and not panic that you've ruined everything in one night. And if you can get that balance right, to me, that is health. That is real fitness. Not constantly being on plan or off plan, not living in cycles of restriction and guilt, not starting over every few weeks because life just got in the way. Now, I'm not interested in what looks impressive in the short term. I've been in this game long enough and that does not interest me at all. I'm interested in what you can do forever. And if that's not trendy, if it's not flashy, if it's not sexy, that's fine, I couldn't care less. It's how I live and it's exactly how I coach my clients, and I think they're pretty damn happy as well. So I don't coach extremes, I coach balance, I coach structure that fits real life for real people. I coach people to build something slowly that becomes part of who they are, not something that they have to constantly live up to and force themselves to do. So when movement becomes part of an identity in a flexible way, not a rigid way, that changes everything, guys. Absolutely changes everything. You stop asking yourself, what should I be doing? And you start asking yourself, what supports my life right now? And that is the shift we're looking for. That is the mental shift we need. So if you've ever felt the pressure to fit into a certain box within health and fitness, just let this be your permission to step out of it a little bit, okay? You're allowed to lift weights and you're allowed to enjoy running. You're allowed to run and sometimes not care about running too fast. You know, you're allowed to train hard and you're allowed to rest without feeling guilty. Health isn't a label. It shouldn't be anyway. It's a lifestyle you can actually live with. And if this does resonate with you, you're exactly the kind of person that I love helping. So if you'd like to, please subscribe to the video, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.